underway over on table number 2. First of all, I'd like to call over from the Western Cape, Mr. Ashraf Haribai. Back to you, Ashraf. And his opponent, Mr. Ricky Trugone. Enjoy, everyone.
And a warm welcome to the viewers joining in for our semi-final over on table number 2. We have Ricky Trugone against Ashraf Haribai. First time for both players in the semi-final of a pro snooker event. So a big moment for them and a victory in and of itself. Ricky in the lead, 3-0. Just came off of a victory as an underdog over Mutalib Ali. His opponent, Ashraf Haribai, made his way through to this semi-final after beating Kevin Scholfer, and a great pot on the blue. Distance shot, this is exactly what Ricky needs, making his way through to the semi-final. A lot of confidence must be in within himself, making it this far. This Hard Cup has been eventful. Oh, and he misses. Black's going to go down as well. So that's a foul, 7 points being awarded to Ashraf. And an even bigger problem is the separation of the Reds. They're all over the show. And down for the picking for Ashraf. He just needs to control this cue ball. He has shown us his potting capabilities. It just comes down to controlling that cue ball. Nicely controlled, he's on the black. So just needs to connect these dots. This can be a costly mistake. It's not for Ricky. Turns out to be not that expensive. Only 8 points conceded, but scores are tied now, 8-8. This is a race to 4, best out of 7. Over on table number 1, we have our other semi-final live. Fakhri's already built up a lead of 21 points to 1 over his opponent, Kiashan Moodley. Fakhri in a very familiar space in the semi-final, seeded number 2. We've seen quite a few upsets in this Hard Cup. It's been very exciting. First round in the top 16, we already saw the favorite, undefeated Charles Jonk, being knocked out by his friend and training partner Kevin Scholfer, both from Port Elizabeth. Kevin beating Charles in a very exciting match, and came up against Ashraf, who you're seeing in this match now, but just too much for him, and losing to Ashraf. Ashraf seeing his way through to the semi-final. Ricky beating Mutalib Ali just in the match before, in the session earlier. In the quarterfinal, beat Mutalib Ali. Levy's on the red to the middle, just to the right of the pink. Indeed, he is. Now onto the black. Great opportunity for Ricky. However, now a lot of the reds remaining close to the rail on left and right hand side. Great pot on the black. Does he come over far enough for the red to the right middle? Looks to be in a good position for that red. And a lovely red to the middle by Ricky as he continues to build this break, which is on currently 17. 3 reds and 2 blacks. So a lovely summer's day in Pretoria. We are live at the Centurion Mall. Started yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. 2-hour sessions where we concluded the top 16 and halfway through the quarterfinals. We wrapped up the quarterfinals this morning, and we're over now to the semi-finals. At 2:30 we'll have the final, and we'll also be live on Cape Town TV channel 263 if you'd like to watch it there. If not, stay tuned to 360 Sport. All of the matches live on their website as well as on YouTube. If you've missed any of the matches, or if you've missed any of the Pro Snooker events, please go jump onto 360 Sports YouTube channel, and you can go and watch all of the matches as they've loaded on there, along with commentary, and you can see exactly how these players have progressed throughout the year. But an absolutely incredible venue that we are at. Over 220 stores. They've catered for load shedding. Come and grab a lunch. We are in the food court. Some lovely facilities here at the Centurion Mall for this incredible How Cup, brought to you by How from China, manufacturers of incredible world-class standard tips and cues, endorsed by Shane Van Boning. Players are playing on the Andy billiard cloth, and I've spoken to quite a few of them. Kiashin playing over on our first stream, as well as Ashraf and Fakhri over on our other semi-final, and they're all enjoying the cloth. Very reactive and stays true. Had to get accustomed to the speed, but definitely has resulted in some entertaining snooker. So a big thank you to those two sponsors, How being our main sponsor for this How Cup, Andy Billiard Cloth for their partnership with Pro Snooker. And then always, we can't go without any Q Sport events in South Africa without saying a big thank you to Di Moodley and My Day Brands for what they've done for the sport. Big thank you for their involvement. As we see Ricky, now there's a cluster of the two reds and the black, as they are tied up in the bottom right hand side of your screen. Ashraf with the red to the middle. Doesn't really get onto a color other than the blue, and from the blue to get onto a red will be tricky, and all of the reds tied up at the moment. Confident shot there. He opens up two reds with that shot. Brilliant shot by Ashraf. He's also opened up the pink almost in the middle of the table, which Ashraf will be happy about. Currently on 14 with a break of 6. His opponent Ricky currently on 31. Lovely shot once again by Ashraf. Is he lucky? He's pushed that pink a little bit too far. Can still make it to the middle pockets. Obviously would prefer to go for the pink, as it is a high scoring ball at 6 points. Blue only 5. Problem now for Ashraf, which red to play for next.
13.
Nothing obvious. Looks like he's going to go for the red to the bottom left corner pocket, send the cue ball around and hopefully open up the black. Does that beautifully. Well played there by Ashraf. Exactly what he wanted, played as intended. Opens up the black and the two reds. He is on the red to the bottom left. Also having a look at the red to the middle pocket. Oh, sorry, he's on a color first, and what a shot on the black. Completely missed out on his attempt on a color, which he's pulled off successfully. I thought he was already on a red again.
21.
No, not ideal. Red that he could have played for is obstructed by the green. Ashraf, well played. He is potting exceptionally well in the semi-final. He showed us his skill in the quarterfinals and top 16, potting really well. He was battling with the cue ball control, so he wants to maintain that as early as possible in the semi-final, but already on a break of 25, as he has taken the lead for the first time in the semi-final. Potting exceptionally well is Ashraf. Quite well known for his background on the 9-foot hayball tables. Plays quite a lot of Chinese hayball and also 9-ball and 10-ball, along with the likes of Jason Theron. Ashraf needs to take a seat. He's opened up the door for Ricky to take back the lead. He's on the black worth 7, so he'll take his score to 39. Makes the black. He's on the red to the middle. He'll find himself with a shot on the pink. Red to the middle, stays on the pink. Still on track. He has taken back the lead. He's on 40 at the moment. 7 points the difference. Now extends the lead to 13 with 35 on the table, so still anyone's frame, but it has been entertaining snooker. Good potting on display. This is a tough, fine cut, very gentle shots to the middle, played really well by Ricky. Definitely gained a lot of confidence with his quarterfinal match against Murtalib Ali. Makes the pink, but now trouble stations for Ricky. That yellow is nowhere to go, so it needs to play a safety shot. Try and snooker his opponent Ashraf, if not contain him. But he'd love to get a couple of points from fouls from Ashraf. What a shot by Ricky. Look at that, ladies and gents. Yellow up in behind the pink. Ashraf can still see the right hand side of the yellow, so not a complete snooker, but if he's not careful he can miss it. And there goes Ashraf, and he pots it from behind the pink. Lovely shot by Ashraf. That is exceptional standard here in the semi-final. Needs to play for the green, and after that the brown, so definitely not easy. Still a lot of work for both players to secure this first frame. First frame also not yet decided over on table number 1. This is a problem for Ricky. I don't think that green, oh wow, thought he was going to leave the green in the pocket. Gets fortunate, drops it. What a fortune for Ricky. 56 to 35 for Ricky Tregoning, fighting his way through this match to get a spot in the final to face either Fakhri or Kiashin. No shot on the brown for Ashraf. Brings back Ricky to the table after a legal shot. Attempt for the brown to the middle pocket, unsuccessful by Ricky, but he leaves it in a good position. Options for Ashraf. Let's see if he can work some magic. There's a containing shot that looks fine. Doesn't want it to come off the rail too much and leave a cut shot for Ricky. Both players have been potting really well. Very impressive by both of them. Ricky completely misses the brown. Where's the cue ball? In the corner pocket. That is exactly where it is. Ashraf, this is exactly what he wanted. Score 39 to Ricky's 56. 17 the difference. Makes the brown. Looks to be getting on the blue. He'll be happy with that. Now it just needs the pink and black after this blue. Quite confident that Ashraf will make this blue. Blue worth 5 points. Pink 6, black 7. 13 the difference. So more than enough on the table. 48 will take his score to 54, so he needs the black as well. This is some great potting on display here by Ashraf as well as Ricky. Black for the win. 2 points the difference. And a great fight back by Ashraf as he steals the frame on the black. 61 points to 55, scores 1-0 for Ashraf. Ricky will be disappointed. He had the lead there for quite a while. Must say this High Cup has been so impressive, not only with the support of HAL as well as the Andy Billiard Cloth and My Day brands, but also our host Centurion Mall. And then looking at the performances of the players, big upset, Charles Jonk undefeated, kicked out by his friend and training partner Kevin Schalfer. Massive upset, biggest one so far in pro snooker. Over on our table 1, Kyashin Ridley against Fakhri. Fakhri took the first frame, so 1-0 over on table number 1 as well. So just about ready as Cobus Christine gets us underway for the start of frame number 2. And Ricky gets us underway with the break off. Needs to get the cue ball back into bulk. Will just about fall short. Almost thought he was just going to get there, but just a little bit short of getting back into bulk. Ashraf gunning for this red. He's really been potting. Almost gets fortunate and unlucky in the same shots. Almost makes the red in the right middle. Cue ball almost going down in the left middle. And a shot by Ricky in response to losing the first frame. Very good shot by Ricky on the blue as well. Wants to avoid running into any of the bulk colors, which he's done.
Six.
Tough shot for Ricky. Misses it by quite a distance. Is he going to leave it on for Ashraf? He is, to the middle. At red to the middle. Ashraf will be happy to see Ricky make that mistake. And also play it to the top left, which he has opted to go for. Misses it though. Unable to capitalize on that opportunity is Ashraf. Tap of the leg by Ashraf, acknowledging the good safety shot played by Ricky. Coming off the left-hand side of that cluster, wanted to catch it finer. He's left the red onto the middle for Ricky. So bearing the fruit of a good safety is Ricky. Red to the middle, and he'll be on the blue to the left middle. Will Ricky be aggressive enough to play this blue and run the cue ball into the cluster? Or will he try and pick off loose reds? Looks like he's going for the latter. Plays the yellow. How's his pace? Gets onto the red just above the black. Messes up, does Ricky. Can't get onto the black. Red in the way. So need to opt to play for the blue. Blue to the top. Follows along with the cue ball. Almost ends up in the pocket. But followed with the cue ball just to try and contain and avoid giving Ashraf too easy an opportunity. Ashraf just pushing the red back into the cluster, but not hard enough. Caught the red too thick. Unable to get the cue ball to safety around the area of the brown, yellow and green. Missed opportunity by Ricky as well. Almost a completely different frame compared to the first one. Both players potting really well. Now they seem to be struggling a little bit. Ashraf playing a good shot, getting the cue ball back up into bulk. There are a couple of loose reds that Ricky can play for, but he is rather preferring to stick to the tactical exchange. Again, contact too thick on the red. Won't make it all the way back into bulk. Wanted to play the red finer. And I think Ashraf will gun for this red. It is a tough shot, but we've seen him pull it off a couple of times already. And what a shot there by Ashraf. He's on the green. Drawing back this cue ball back into the rail. And he followed through, runs into the yellow. Sends the cue ball around is Ashraf. Only a break of 4. Break comes to an end. Ricky back at the table. And a good shot by Ricky, but not on a color. Unless he can get through the reds onto the pink. Just a containing shot once again played by Ricky, and a good one. Going to be very difficult for Ashraf to avoid any of the balls, trying to get the cue ball back to safety. Very good shot by Ricky. Very few options available for Ashraf here. Chances are likely, even if it is a legal shot played by Ashraf, that he'll leave Ricky on with something. Oh, would almost say that if Ashraf maybe played that a little bit softer, he would have been in with a shot. Red, however, denied by the pockets, comes back out. He's left Ricky with a red to the middle. Will be running the cue ball into bulk and back out again onto his next color. Misses a golden opportunity, Ricky. Again, Ashraf with a great pot. He's on the yellow as well as the green. He's got a shot on the blue for more points. Blue is a tough shot, but should be able to get position on there, but rather opts for the easier green. Stays, or has he? Just played a slight draw on the cue ball just to get onto the red, which for a moment it looked like he's slickered himself behind the yellow, but just fortunate enough to get himself out of trouble. As the break continues, Ricky still leading by 2 points. Lovely shot to the middle with the blue. Ashraf taking the lead 14-11. Blue back on its spot. For any of you not familiar with the rules, it's basically potting a red and then a different color. Reds are awarded at 1 point. And then in order, the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black. Yellow 2 points, green 3, brown 4, blue 5, pink 6, black 7. First a red, then a different color. So for example, red then black gives you a total of 8 points. Then you need to play red again, and then a different color. So red, black, that is the ideal play, as you would score the most number of points. If you miss, it's your opponent's turn back at the table. There's no such thing as 2 shots or anything like that, as the South Africans would have grown accustomed to. It is just the end of your visit. However, if you do commit a foul, points are awarded accordingly to your opponent, and your opponent does have the option to send you back and play the shot again. The referee needs to pay close attention to the layout of the balls, because there could be a situation where the balls would need to be replaced. So very interesting, and considered the truest form of cue sport in the world. Very difficult. These tables are massive. And a lovely shot by Ricky. Makes a red. Has an option for both brown and yellow. Brown scoring more points, 4 points for the brown. Oh, ball rattles. Ricky just unfortunately cannot make that red. Ashraf can see the red. He can cut it into the corner pocket, I believe. He's missed it as well. And he's going to leave a sitter for Ricky. No difficulties in making this red for Ricky. Now really wants to get in and amongst the points just to regain that lead and even out the scores to 1-1. Looks to have played to finish on the brown, but he's going to play safe. Ricky just rolls up, leaves the cue ball in behind the brown. Let's test out Ashraf's understanding of these rails. He'd need to come off the rail. A lot of the players saying that it's opened up a lot more than they expected coming off the rail. But a successful contact, and he'll be happy with that. Not sure if the red to the right-hand side of the cue ball can go to the bottom right. Doesn't look like Ricky wants to have a look at that, just wants to get the cue ball back to safety. Makes contact with the blue though. So just the containing shot. And again, a lovely shot by Ashraf. No cue ball. Ashraf takes a seat. That is very unfortunate. A beautiful shot. However, cue ball just gets out of control. Ricky now in the lead. Ball in hand. 4 points awarded. Missing the red. This red is on just below the black for Ashraf. Will he try and move the pink off of the rail in the same shot? No. Play to get the pink off the rail, but double kiss. Pink stays in place. And tough position on the black to the middle. If he plays this well, he can hold for the red. Cue ball back to safety in the bulk end. Again, just a tactical exchange between these two players. Nothing easy for Ricky, left by Ashraf. It's going to require a good shot. The black is up for grabs, just needs to make the ball. Doesn't. Where is he going to leave this red? Looks like he's going to leave it on for Ashraf. This is a great opportunity for Ashraf now with scores tied. 21 apiece. Ashraf needs to make this red and he'll be on the black. Pretty much guaranteed. Having a look now, not ideal. Don't know if he's in behind the yellow. Ashraf needing to have a close look. This could be a... But he needs to play for the blue. Which he does. Gets position onto his next red. Points difference currently 6 in favor of Ashraf, so still anyone's frame. Ashraf needs to make sure that he makes this red. Gets onto the black, he does. Ashraf has really been playing well. Now try and get onto the red. Will he try and move it? Or is he just trying to get in as close as possible? That is a good shot by Ashraf. Makes the red. Is he just going to roll up in behind the black, or is he going to try and make it? Positive play by Ashraf. That is a great shot. Black to the middle pocket. Ashraf in top form. Already on a break of 22. Needs to play for the yellow from here. Ashraf. Probably the best potting that I've seen in quite some time. Cue ball control, not the best, but wow, is he potting beautifully. And potting prowess comes to an end, but works out in the end for Ashraf. Brown obstructing the green. Ricky elevating the back of the cue a little bit, trying to add a bit of swerve. And makes contact with the pink, so foul of 6 awarded to Ashraf. Will take his score to 51. Ashraf will have a look at this green. He's going to take it on. Thereafter needs to play for the brown. Ashraf pulling out the rest. He is going to take this green on. Difference already 30 now, so Ricky does require snookers. Ashraf won't mind that too much, leaving an easy green. But with 5 balls on the table, snookers possible. Only 25 points available for Ricky. Difference is 30. So in all likelihood, one would say Ricky almost needs 2 fouls. Makes the brown. Not exactly sure what Ricky's plan is here, because he's spotting all the balls. Trying to go for the blue. Not exactly sure what Ricky's doing here. He would have only left himself with 2 balls on the table and requiring 2 snookers. Ashraf would love to bang this in. Ricky back to the table. Ricky looking to leave the blue behind the pink. Just about gets there. Just about almost gets there to the potting angle on that blue. Leaves it over to Ricky. Ashraf not too concerned. He is in the lead. $18 points on the table. If Ricky clears all 18, he'll only be on 46, so 5 short to have a respotted black. 6 to be able to clear the table for the frame. So in all likelihood, as I said, would need 2 snookers. Ashraf's now left the blue in the pockets. And Ricky plays to make the blue. Takes the score to 33. Not exactly sure, as I said, what Ricky's doing here. Plays to get the cue ball in behind the black, doesn't get there. Safely on the rail, not that Ricky would want to try and pot this pink. Still needs to find some snookers. Foul on the pink will be 6, which will be enough for him to win. So Ashraf just needs to make this pink. This is a great opportunity for him. He has shown us his potting ability, so he just wants to make this pink. And that looks great by Ashraf. Takes it, takes the frame 2-0. And Cobus Christine will be coming to the table shortly to get us underway for frame number 3. And while we wait for Cobus just to get us underway, yet again, just a big shout out to the Centurion Mall for hosting us for this How Cup 2022. We got here yesterday, and we've been in for some thorough entertainment in this How Cup. How our main sponsors, producers of tips and cues, endorsed by the well-renowned Shane Van Boning, probably the best-known American pool player in the world, as well as the Andy Billiard cloth, official cloth used at the World Games. Without these partners, this How Cup would not have been possible. As we see Cobus Christine just getting all the balls out, and the players also have the refreshments available, made possible by My Day Brands. Diane Woodley and team involved in every big Q Sport event in South Africa, heavily involved. And we truly appreciate their assistance in growing Q Sport, and especially snooker in South Africa. So we're just about ready. So just an update on the scores over on our first table. The main table is semi-final number 1. Kyashan Moodley against number 2 seed Fakhri Khirdin. Both players from Gauteng. Kyashan now in the lead in terms of points in the third frame. However, Fakhri 2 frames to 0 up. So Fakhri still the favorite, needs 2 more frames, get a spot in the final. As Ashraf gets ready to get us going in frame number 3. Break off. Needs a bit more pace to get the cue ball into bulk. It's just going to fall short. Only just. Makes the red to the bottom right, but runs into the black, unfortunately, for Ricky. But still has a shot on the blue as well as the green. Nice shot on the blue to the middle. On the red, just below the cluster. Should be able to get onto the black from there as well. Ricky very close to almost messing up the position on that black. Just another roll and he would have left himself in trouble. See what reaction he can get. Oh dear. Black comes out. Denied by the pocket. Missed by quite a distance. Did Ashraf, where is he going to leave this red ball? Looks like he's going to leave it safe. Obviously, these players playing for a spot in the final that will take place at 2:30. Will be live on Cape Town TV as well. Channel 263 on DSTV. Ashraf with a lovely shot on the red. He's on the pink to the middle. And these players are playing for 75,000 Rand. So definitely worth playing for. Pink to the middle pockets. Is there any loose reds that he can play for? Pink spot not available, goes to the black spots, so does open up opportunities for the reds. Red to the corner pocket on the blue. Does he have enough angle to run the cue ball into the cluster of reds? Let's take a look. Looks like that is exactly what he's going to try and do. He's loosened out one red and he's on it. He'll be okay with that.
13. 14.
What a shot on that pink ball by Ashraf. Is there again another loose red that he can play for, or is he just going to play the cue ball off the cluster of reds and leave it safe? Pink going back onto the black spots. Ricky back to the table. Ashraf in the lead at the moment, 22-7 with regards to points, and also leading the frame counts, 2 frames to 0. Race to 4, best out of 7. Ricky with a lovely ping to the bottom right. There's a loose red that he can play for the right middle.
7.
Oh, it comes off the jaw. Ricky denied.
Ricky, 7.
Cue ball back into bulk by Ashraf. Just a containing shot played by Ricky. He knows that Ashraf is potting well. Needs to keep the door closed. Ashraf only needs 2 frames. Ricky still needs 4. Semi-final started at 11:30. 2.5 hours allowed for this session, so play will be called at 2. Still some hard work required by both of these players. Ricky successfully plays the red to the middle and he's on the blue. Can slightly follow through. Just let the cue ball roll and he'll be on the red to the top right. That'll clear up the reds at the top of the table and he can focus his attention on the remaining reds at the bottom. Blue back onto its spots. Ricky eyeing the red to the top right. Looks okay. Not sure if Ricky will take on this blue and just follow through with the cue ball. A lot of options for reds to the right hand side. Now he's opting to play for the yellow. Less distance for the yellow to travel. Margin of error smaller. Natural angle to get onto the reds to the bottom right hand side. There's a ton of options here in terms of reds, so just needs to be mindful of which color he's going to play for afterwards. Doesn't get onto the blue to the middle, but will play the blue to the bottom left corner. Again, just follow through with the cue ball. He's missed that by a country mile. And opening opportunity here for Ashraf in this visit is a golden one. Literally can just connect a few dots. Black available. Black should go onto the pink spot from here. Makes the black, does Ashraf. Can't avoid the blue. Get a more favorable position on the remaining reds. And what a shot by Ashraf. That looked so good for a while. Long red attempt by Ricky. Did not pan out, but he looks okay there. Hasn't left on anything easy for Ashraf. There's the red that he's just played that creeped out behind the blue. Ricky would have loved to have that red stuck behind the blue. Tough shot, but potted incredibly well by Ashraf. He's played those type of shots quite a few times, and I must say it's absolute exceptional play to be able to do that. Incredible cue action required. Need to remain still in the shot and throughout, no head movement to be able to achieve that consistently. And as I say that, Ashraf misses the pink. A big shot is required here by Ricky. Double kiss on the red. Makes a successful red. Break of 1. Difference is 6 points. Very tough pink. No, makes contact with the rail too soon. Denied, but no shot available on the remaining 3 reds. 6 the difference. Ashraf with a long attempted red, unsuccessful, but the problem is he's now left Ricky with a red over the bottom left corner pocket. Ricky opting to play the red to the bottom right. Looking to play for the yellow to the top left by the looks of things. Reds are looking quite favourable to put together a nice break. That's exactly how to go about that. Plays a lovely yellow. Takes his score to 27, still 3 behind. This red should take him to only 2 behind the score of Ashraf, but the problem is the color. Will he try and remove the pink? Doesn't, and he's going to leave himself behind the green. Can he see enough of the red to make it? Probably follow through with the cue ball, try and play this green, try and get onto the red. Oh no, some intention being shown by Ricky to leave Ashraf in the world of pain here with a safety shot. Just nominating the color of the ball that he'll be playing for, because it's not obvious to the referee, just to make sure that he's not called a foul. With some clever play by Ricky. It's not a tough snooker to get out of. And as I say that, there'll be 4 points awarded to Ricky as he takes the lead. Ricky having a look. You can clearly see the red, so he'll not ask Ashraf to play that again. He'll take this red on. Try and get onto a color. He's leading by only 2 points, so still a lot to play for here. 35 points available for this break. 1 point now for Ricky. Brown to the middle, lovely shots. Brown will come back out for the last time. Colours being spotted in this frame. Now needs to wrap them up in order of the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. Not an easy clearance from here. Makes the yellow.
7.
That'll take his score to 39. Difference 9. Some good potting by Ricky as he gets onto the brown. 12 difference at the moment. He'll make it 16 with this brown. And he does. Difference 16. He needs the blue to force Ashraf to require snookers. Blue stays out. Opens the door yet again for Ashraf, and he's left this blue on. Yes, the pink is tough, but Ashraf now needs the blue, pink and black. So still anyone's frame. One would expect Ashraf to make this blue. Can just follow through to get the cue ball over to the left-hand side and as close as possible to that pink. No. Blue stays out, but no shots available for Ricky on the blue other than playing a safety. Let's see what Ricky can come up with. Makes the blue, does Ricky. So now Ashraf requires snookers. I think the pink has just come out far enough for Ashraf to say that he'll carry on playing. Only 13 points available. 7 for the black and 6 for the pink. So it requires 2 snookers. That's a reasonably good effort by Ashraf. And misses, so that's 1. But since there is snookers required, the referee will not call a foul and a miss. Ashraf will need to play from there, and he'll need to manufacture another snooker from somewhere. Awarded 6. Needs 6 more. Tough shot, long pink for Ricky. Ashraf will be fighting hard for the snooker required, as Ricky is on 51. Difference is 15. Oh dear. This could be available for Ricky. Just wants to roll this in. No need for anything excessive. And he does. That is the frame. No need for Ricky to continue. 2-1 in favor of Ashraf. Okay, by the looks of things, the players will be taking a quick break. So I'll be doing the same. So we'll be back shortly to continue with the commentary. Jump over to stream number 1. We've got the ever-talented Mr. Wayne Parker commentating on table 1. The matchup between Kiashin Moodley and Fakhri Khirdin. Fakhri in the lead there. So we'll be back shortly after a quick break. So after a quick break, we're just waiting for the players to return. I'd like to take this opportunity to once again thank our sponsors, our main sponsor, manufacturer of the hard tips and the hard cues, as well as the aim tips being used specifically for snooker, and then they've got cue tips as well for the larger sizes, around 14 millimeters. If you're playing 9-ball, give the hard tips a try. They're endorsed by the professional such as Shane Van Boning, well-renowned American pool player. He's also tried out his luck in Hayball, which is the Chinese format. So great company to have as a partner for Pro Snooker. Pro Snooker, obviously the promotional company behind Pro Snooker. And this is our 8th event. And for the first time in this event, we'll crown a new champion. That is not Charles Yonk. He got knocked out in the top 16 by the friend and training partner in Kevin Schalfer, with a very entertaining match there. So we'll definitely be crowning a new champion. The 4 players in the semi-finals, as we see Ashraf come back into screen, as well as Ricky. So we'll get the 4th frame underway shortly. So big thank you to Hal, as well as Andy Billet cloth. That's the cloth that the players are playing on at the moment. Full of compliments from the players. Big thank you to Andy Billet cloth. You guys have made a world of difference in the experience by these players playing on world standard cloth also used at the World Games, and the official cloth of Pro Snooker. So great partnership with them. And then last but not least, My Day Brands, the official refreshment sponsor for the Pro Snooker events, as Ashraf takes on a long red. Can't see any real damage. Red available for a fine cut to the middle pocket. As I was saying, big thank you to My Day Brands, their contribution that they're bringing to Q Sport in South Africa. Ricky makes the cut to the middle pocket. He's on the blue. Can he try and get onto the loose red just to the left of the black? Needs a big bounce. Is he there? He needed a bigger bounce to get onto that red. I don't know if he's on the potting angle. Camera a little bit deceptive, so overcuts. And an opportunity now for Ashraf with a red sitting over the pockets. Ashraf wants to make this and stay on the black, and then from the black hopefully try and run into the cluster of reds. Oh, a very fine angle now on this black to the corner pockets. Guaranteed to run into the cluster from here, so it is a risk he is taking. No, avoids the cluster, doesn't make the red, the black, but he's okay with the position there. Next player to make a red, guaranteed to hopefully get on the black. Just needs to be a little bit mindful. Ricky will be running off the side of the reds, trying to get the cue ball back to safety in the bulk end. But he's missed that by a country. Oh no. Played it with a bit of side. Wanted to just leave in behind the cluster of reds. I thought for a moment there Ricky missed that cluster completely. Looks like Ashraf is playing for the lone red at the top of the table. Gets close. Is he going to leave Ricky with a shot? I don't think he has. The bottom right corner pocket out of commission with the black. Sitting there is Ashraf going to try and cut this red to the middle pocket. Doesn't look like he is by the way he's lining up. But what a shot to the bottom left. Ashraf is pulling out all the stops. He's really queuing well. Might even consider playing for the pink now. All the action happening over on table number 1. Fakhri, the favorite, is in the lead, 2-1 over Kyashan Moodley. Kyashan had a great opportunity to get in and amongst the points, but missed out, scratching the cue ball, and Fakhri comes to the table and puts a beautiful red to the bottom left. Ashraf plays the pink.
7.
Is there plant available for Ashraf? No, there's not, so just plays to get the cue ball back into the safe zone, which is the bulk end. Blue obstructing the left-hand side of the cluster. The green doing its work to block the right-hand side, so a good shot played by Ashraf. Ricky will need to play this really well. Getting very close to the black. Runs into the blue. That's exactly what Ashraf was hoping for. Needs one good shot. Worth the risk for Ashraf since the black is blocking the right hand side, so calculated risk taken by Ashraf. Ricky sending the cue ball back to safety, getting very close with the cue ball. Black and pink definitely going to cause a bit of headache for both players. Remember, you can't play a combination shot with the pink onto the black. And it looks like the pink is obstructing most of, if not all, of the lines with a beautiful shot by Ricky with the red to the middle. Can he see enough of the black? Looks like he can. Yeah, that worked out beautifully for Ricky with 8 points in this visit.
8.
Pink and black situation not as bad as it initially looked.
9.
Ricky once again on the black. Makes the black break up to 16 now, with the black valued at 7 points. He's on another red, so he just needs to roll the cue ball towards the red, make the red, and he'll be on the black. Exactly like that. Ricky on the black. Very competitive match between Ricky and Ashraf on display. Going back, the cue ball, however, misses. Ashraf now with a bit of reprieve. Ricky could have done the world of damage there. However, unable to execute the shot on the black to the bottom left. Ashraf close to getting the red into the top left. It's a clever little shot being played by Ashraf. However, cue ball comes out from behind the pink, leaves the red available for Ricky to the bottom right. Big shot here for Ricky. Still trailing on the frame score, 2-1 in favor of Ashraf. However, he is leading in terms of points in this frame. Ashraf having a close look what his options are. Just sending the cue ball back to bulk. Oh, very good combination attempt by Ricky. Got very close. Two ball combination, red on red. Ashraf just sending red closer to the other reds, but the red comes back out again. Again, limited options for Ricky. Nothing easy, but a lot of traffic on the table now, so tough to get the cue ball back to safety. So drawing that back. Cue ball getting close to the right middle, but the angle allows the pocket to deny that yellow, otherwise it would have been a foul awarded to Ashraf. Ashraf showing a little bit of frustration now. Ricky again having a look at his options. He's got the one long red, but he'd need to cue over the green. Ricky getting close, making contact with the reds. Chances are he's going to leave Ashraf with the shot on. He has a few options now for Ashraf. Now just really needs to control that cue ball, try and get the black and pink back on its spot as quickly as possible. Blue out of commission right at the top of the table. Unexpected miss by Ashraf. One would think he would have made that. Now left Ricky with the red to the right middle, which I'm sure he'll go for. Right, Ricky with a different plan in mind. Misses the red though. What is the damage? Red to the middle attempt by Ashraf, misses, falls short, but played a percentage shot, just knowing that he's going to leave the cue ball safe. If the red went to the middle, he would have been on the blue. Good shot, Brown, obstructing the red to the left middle as well. So well calculated shot by Ashraf. Ricky needs to play probably the hardest red on the table. Bit of a shot to nothing and an opportunity for Ashraf. Not exactly sure what Ricky planned there. Successful red.
One.
Ashraf playing the green, makes the green. Sends the cue ball towards the middle of the table. Nothing obvious on for Ashraf. Ashraf remains at the table with a good red. Blue ideally back to its spot, needs to make this blue Ashraf. Cute that wall, blue goes down.
Ten.
And a lovely shot to the middle by Ashraf. Ashraf really does not want to leave the door open for Ricky to make it 2-2. He'd rather want to take it to 3-1, then only requires one more frame to make a spot in the final secure for Ashraf. Fine cut, but then unfortunate for Ashraf. Unlucky kiss on the red. Cue ball goes down. He's looking very good in this break. Ball in hand for Ricky. Ricky working out a safety shot, getting the red out of bulk, making bulk safe again. All the reds now at the bottom half of the table. Gap between the green and pink for Ashraf to make contact with the reds, but he wants to make sure that he wants to have the cue ball back to safety. Oh, and a double kiss. Ricky happy with the outcome of that safety shot, as he is on the red to the bottom right. Should be able to get onto either the black, pink and the blue from here. So with the red to the middle, makes it even easier. He's overran position on the black though, but still on the blue, as well as the pink. This is the pink though. Ashraf back at the table with the sitter on the middle pocket, and he has plenty of options in terms of blue and the black. Also, don't know, I think in my opinion red to the middle better option, but there's a reason why I'm sitting here and they're on the table. Ricky again needing to have a look, needs the rest, playing the red just below the black. This will be a good shot if he tries to make it as a pot. Very close. Will Ashraf cut this red to the middle pocket, left hand side? The lovely shots. Cue ball making its way back to the middle of the table.
Blue. Blue.
Missing the blue.
One.
Ricky with a shot on the red. Red successfully potted by Ricky. Can he see enough of the blue? Obviously does have pink and black as an option. Also play for the green, opts to go for the high scoring black. Successfully potted. Lead goes back to Ricky Tregoning on 37.
Ace.
Red to the corner pocket, successfully played, holds for the black. Black goes down, score goes to 45 for Ricky, lead now 15. Just shows you what a big difference the red and black combinations make in terms of break building.
17. Blue.
Playing for the blue is Ricky, he's stretching quite far, opts to rather go for safety in terms of playing with the rest. These players are very comfortable playing with the rest. Makes the blue another 5 points, takes his score to 50, rather 51. But it's a very tough shot on this red, so ideally for Ricky, he needs to hide the cue ball or the reds and try and milk some fouls from Ashraf. Feels a little bit of a shot to nothing there by Ricky. Ashraf still in with a shot, difference 21, 35 on the table. Ricky back to the table. Still okay for Ricky. Nothing much that Ashraf can do with the red. I think Ashraf has over hit the red. Wanted to hide the cue ball behind the green and the pink. Ashraf can pot this, sorry, Ricky can pot this ball, and he does. He's on the pink as well.
Pink ball.
Makes the pink, he's on the yellow. So Ricky now in a very favorable position, 27 balls on the, 27 points on the table. Difference is 28, so snooker again required by Ashraf, still now 25, and the difference is 30.
Well,
22 points available, difference 33, so Ricky looking likely to even out the scores.
Ricky, 12.
Ashraf back to the table. And cue ball drops, and that will be the frame. So scores 2-2. Both players now require 2 frames. Scores even as if we just started the match. Shorter version now In essence, a race to 2 for both players. There's an hour left. One must say, some exceptional standard of snooker throughout this weekend. Just looking over to table number 1, scores currently there 44 and 42. So highly competitive snooker, balls being potted, breaks being built. Ashraf back at the table. He's going to get us underway in frame number 5. And a successful break off, just running into the brown. Wanted to avoid the brown, but no real damage done. Ricky has a couple of long pot options. Both players have been putting really well. Quite close. What's the damage? And Ashraf on the red that is in the bulk end. I believe the match official, Mr. Kobus Christine, just told the players that there's an hour left. Ashraf missed that by quite a distance. Also would not have left him on a color other than the blue. Ricky makes the red. Ashraf walking back to his chair. Probably opt to take the yellow to the middle pockets. Ashraf does well to avoid the traffic and get the cue ball back into the bulk end, but what has he done with that red in the bottom left corner? Again, left Ricky with an easy opener in this visit. Ricky sending the cue ball towards that corner pocket, and it drops. Foul committed by Ricky. Ashraf, bit of fortune. Ashraf just sending the cue ball back into the bulk end. Contact made on the red by Ricky. Cue ball back to Bulk. So we'll be seeing a tactical exchange here for a few shots, I believe, until a mistake is made by either player. Red, that looks good. Goes down. Raised the hand by Ashraf. A bit of fortune for him. He's had quite a bit of unlucky occurrences in this match with cue balls going down. Unable to get back to safety is Ricky. So options plenty now for Ashraf. Nothing really easy. Makes the red on the pink. This is a great opportunity for Ashraf. It's been a very competitive semi-final between these two players. Drawing back, he is on the red to the left of the cue ball, to the bottom left. Ashraf wants to continue to cue well, not like that, misses the red. Let's have a look and see what the damage is. I don't really see an easy opening shot for Ricky. Quite a bit of traffic for him as well, so playing the safety needs to be very accurate. It's well played, running the cue ball through the gap between the blue and yellow. Ashraf needs to do the same, but I think Ashraf's being aggressive here. Nope, he hits the jaw. This could be trouble for Ashraf. Just having a look now to see if there's any options for Ricky, and I think Ashraf might have gotten away with it again. Ashraf again flirting with that corner pocket on the left hand side, lower left of your screen, and keeps on giving an opportunity for Ricky, and I think this one is one that Ricky can take on in an attacking fashion. And a lovely shot, and gets onto the black. So just an update, it's around about 15 minutes left in the session. Still a lot that can happen. Possible 3 frames remaining. Score update over on table 1, 3-2 in favor of Fakhri. So Kiashin doing well, and both semi-finals very competitive, great snooker to watch. And if you want to watch live, there's still more than enough time to make it through for the last bit of the semi-finals and come and enjoy the final with us over here at Centurion Mall, our incredible hosts with over 220 stores catering for load shedding. And you can come and have a early afternoon lunch and have the wife go do a bit of shopping if she's not that into snooker. But please do come and join us. This event made possible by Hal, as well as Andy Billet Cloth and Mide Brands with another red going down.
17.
Break of 17 now by Ricky. Very quickly, Ashraf seeing the lead disappearing in front of his eyes. Ricky playing the yellow ball to the middle. Does he get onto the red at the top of the table? He does.
19.
Again, Ricky making his merry way through this break, and he's on the black beautifully. Will take his score to 29. Just wants to make sure that he gets onto his next red. Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Makes the red beautifully onto his, sorry, makes the black and beautifully onto his next red.
27.
Ricky still at the table now, onto his fourth black. Made 5 reds, and now the fourth black and 1 yellow. You'll see it's allocated there at the bottom of your screen. You can see 5 reds, 1 yellow, and 4 blacks for a break of 35. Break comes to an end though. Unable to get position, but plays a really good looking safety.
35.
Standard of snooker, must say, as I peek over. Long blue made and that beautiful snooker played on our table. I think Ashraf can see the red, but can't do much with it, and I think he'll leave Ricky with another opportunity. Not an easy one, but an opportunity nonetheless. Ashraf back at the table, difference of 16, still more than enough on the table to be anyone's frame, but things are looking to be going more the way of Ricky. You can see there dropping the head. Ashraf is not happy. Ricky missing the red. Ashraf back to his feet. Also need to bear in mind that there's a lot of stamina and mental fatigue that these players do, or effect on stamina and mental fatigue that these players do experience in these long matches. Snooker does take a lot out of you. You can see that starting to occur now in both these players. It's a lot of hard work, having to concentrate for this long. Ricky makes another red. Not really favorable on any specific color. Opting for a safety behind the brown. Asking Ashraf to take the risk, make something either work or give an opportunity back to Ricky. Opportunity again for Ricky. Tough one nonetheless. Red to the middle. Lovely shot to the middle, and he's on the blue to the opposite middle. 3 reds remaining on the table. All of them but tricky. Probably the one in the top left is the easiest one to pot, but it's not the one that Ricky got onto. Quite likely, by the looks of things, that Fakhri will be going through to the final. Fakhri's now also secured the highest break of the tournament with 61. Make that 62 as we get back to our match. Ricky dropping the cue ball.
Foul 4.
Ashraf getting in position for the simple red, just connecting the dot.
1.
Needs to get onto a color, but the problem is the 2 remaining reds. Goes down, tough red
6.
to the bottom left. Rest required by Ashraf. He really has been potting well in this tournament, but unable to pull that one off. And I think he is going to leave Ricky with a look at this red. Ricky will definitely play for it. Please do note that this is deceptive. It looks easy. It's definitely not on these tables. This red in the bottom left of your screen. Ricky coming back to the table after making the red. Takes the rest. Ricky is not the tallest of players, so more often than not he does require the rest. And he gets away with one. Raises his hand to his opponent, leaving the cue ball in behind the pink. Fortunately for him, he's missed the black. So this is a big moment in the semi-final between Ricky and Ashraf. Too many fouls awarded to Ricky could result in the frame being awarded to Ricky. 35 on the table, so not there yet. That is one foul though. Snooker's not yet required, so Ricky will in all likelihood ask the ball to be replaced. Again, asking to have the ball respotted as Ashraf misses again. 53-31. Ashraf back at the table. That looks good, makes contact, but he's now going to leave this red on for Ricky. Exactly what he's wanted, because that black is hanging over the pocket, so this is an easy 8 points for Ricky. Will take his score to 61, difference of 30, 27 on the table. So a foul will be required by Ashraf after the red and black is potted. Still frame not over by any means. Ricky will need to get from the black to the yellow.
One.
So an update. Kiashan and Fakhri. Kiashan conceded in frame number 6. Final score is 4 points to 2, or 4 frames to 2. Fakhri through to the final to face either Ricky Tregoning or Ashraf Haribai. Yellow missed by Ricky. Won't be too worried about that. Ashraf does now require snookers, so he'll need to find the perfect combination of balls to use to achieve that snooker. Only one snooker required as it stands. Just distance now between the cue ball and the green. However, the green being so close to that black does give way to an opportunity for Ricky to try and use that black to manufacture a snooker of his own. Unsuccessful in his attempt. As we see Ricky back at the table. And a lovely cut shot on the green. This makes things worse for Ashraf. Difference again back to 31. Misses a golden opportunity on the brown. No idea how much that would have meant, but then Ashraf concedes, so it all works out in the end for Ricky. He's done well to fight back, being 2-0 down, and he's now up 3-2. Only requires one more frame to get a spot in the final for the first time. Ricky making his debut in the semi-final for the first time in this Hal Cup. Same with his opponent Ashraf. Also the first time he's found his way to the semi-final. So both players competing for a spot to face off against Fakhri.
Fire for your office board.
I do see that Ricky Tregoning has stepped away for a break, and I see Ashraf is also stretching his legs. So I'll also be taking a quick 2-minute breather, and I'll be back shortly to continue with the commentary as we have around about 33 minutes left in this match. Still anyone's match to take. Both players still competing for that spot in the final against Fakhri. Ricky will be hoping to wrap up a frame number 7, or rather frame number 6, as quickly as possible and make his way through to the final. Very exciting times in Pro Snooker at this Hard Cup. I'll be back shortly. Thank you.
I think I let my guard down. Certain things ain't the same now. Hard to navigate these problems. I'm by myself, you're not around. I tried to open up, it wasn't good enough. Put in my all and got nothing back. Now I'm stuck in the rain, dealing with all this pain. Get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back to far from easy. I see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my eyes see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my heart turned cold, lost control. Looking at this beautiful distraction. Fell in love with a fatal attraction. I really let my guard down, now relaxing. Why did I open up? She taking way too much. Put in my all and got nothing back. I'm feeling so ashamed, I fell into your game. Why you gotta do me like that? Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back this far from easy. I see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my eyes see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my gave you all of me, had me so deceived. You chose to lead my life, so I'm on my own in the cycle. I can't believe. Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back too far from easy. I see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my eyes see your hands.
So after a quick break, players are back and the action has resumed. We have frame number 6 underway. Ricky only requiring 1 frame against Ashraf.
Ricky, 14.
Ashraf will really need to try and speed things up here. He needs to pull 1 frame back. He's got 28 minutes left. Left Ricky with the red over the pocket. Can he get onto a colour from here? No, followed too much. The cue ball stayed put, didn't come off the rail enough to get onto the black. Instead of relying the reaction or on the reaction of the rail, he tried to force the position off the rail to get onto the black. And just another containing shot being played by Ricky, not allowing Ashraf to have a look at the balls and try and wrap up this frame with a big break. And cue ball nowhere close to getting back to safety, but I don't think there's a lot of damage done unless Ricky can see enough of the red above the pink to play it to the middle pocket. He's having a look at that now. Played well. He's on the blue. Things just going the way of Ricky today. Had a good match against Mutalib in the quarterfinal this morning in the first session. And as I say that, he goes and misses the blue. He's really expected to make that shot. This is a golden opportunity now for Ashraf. He wants to make this red. Holds the cue ball for the blue. 2 straight to get onto the black. Ashraf getting up as he was playing that shot. Getting out of the way of Ricky as he's having a look at the red to the middle pocket. Ricky doing well. Probably opt to go for the blue. He's got a nice angle to try and bring the cue ball back towards the reds. Don't see a loose red that he can play for apart from the one to the left of the black. That's going to be a really good shot to get position. Runs into the brown, and we'll see the tactical exchange resume after a break of 6, but more importantly 22 points to 1. Just coming off of the side of the reds. He's left the red over the pocket. He's blocked off the left hand side of the black in the same shot though, so Ashraf will be playing for the blue probably. Runs into the pink. Playing for the green. Just a containing shot again. Ashraf needs an opportunity to get in amongst the reds. He needs a big break to make it 3-all. About 24 minutes left in the session. We are at the beautiful Centurion Mall in the food court. So if you want to watch an enthralling final between one of these two players and Fakhri starting at 2:30, please make your way to Centurion Mall. There's no tickets or anything to come and view the final. You can come and sit in the food court, have a lunch, come and join us on this beautiful Sunday. Nice and warm. You See there the lovely food court on display. See, we have some people coming through enjoying the snooker as well. See some of the players there in the background as well, as they've been eliminated already, still coming through to the venue to enjoy and coming through to watch the final as well as the closing ceremony for this How Cup, which undoubtedly, irrespective of the fact that we haven't had the final yet, has been very successful. Quite a few upsets spring to mind. Biggest one obviously Charles Jonk being defeated by Kevin Scholfer, missed by quite a distance. So we see Ricky making his way back to the table. Some great camera work by the 360 Sport team. Thank you so much for their involvement as well, sending through some incredible footage to all of the snooker fans around South Africa, and we'll be going over to Cape Town TV as well, channel 263 on DSTV for the final, which is always exciting. It's great to have snooker back on national television. Ashraf not sure what he wants to do, but he needs to make a plan quickly. Time running out for him. Fine cut attempted on this red. Stays out, no damage done. Ricky won't mind the time running out. If time has to end right now, because he is leading in terms of frames, he will go through to the final. However, if Ashraf by some way, shape or form can make it 3-all, it will be whoever has the most number of frame points in frame number 7 that will go through to the final. If the frame points are level, it'll go down to who has the highest break. And a lovely red back in position for the blue. Ricky more than happy to just let the scoreboard tick. If he runs out of an option, he won't take any unnecessary risks. Just play a containing shots. But ideally he wants to have Ashraf remain seated as he wraps up the last few balls. There's no way Ashraf can win if he's seated. So Ricky happy to keep him in that position. This is a tough red to the left of the black though. But he has played that really well. See the cue ball moving its way up the table. If he missed that red, no options available for Ashraf. So Ricky very mindful. He'll be so happy with his performance in this event. He needs to remain focused. He can't start thinking about the final. He has a big match. With Charles knocked out, Fakhri automatically becomes the next favorite. He has been in the most finals apart from Charles.
11.
And he's also the number 2 seed in Pro Snooker. This is definitely such an exciting event, this How Cup, and a big thank you to the sponsors, How, Andy Cloth and My Day Brands, for making this possible. I think all of the spectators, all of the fans at home, and all of the players really enjoying that. You can see their cue there on the left hand side and their tips right in the bottom center of your screen. Exceptional quality, endorsed by Shane Van Boning, to name a few. Probably the best known American pool player in the world. And My Day Juice is the official refreshment sponsor of all of the Pro Snooker events, keeping the players refreshed with their incredible juices. Truly delicious, wide range of flavors. Containing shot played by Ashraf, but that's not what Ashraf needs. Trailing by 31 points already. Attempted red to the middle. And again, Ricky very mindful of the shots that he attempts, not leaving Ashraf with anything. The green blocking the red at the top of the table. And a mistake again forced by Ricky just by being patient. He's been gifted with a red to the middle. He's on the pink to the opposite middle. Valued at 6 points, takes his score to 40-38 the difference now. Still more than enough balls on the table for Ashraf to win this frame, but Ricky has been relentless. Ashraf had a good start. He was 2-0 up. Ricky fought back, and if he carries on his merry way, he will find himself in the final for the first time in a pro snooker event. And they'll be competing for 75,000 Rand. So definitely a lot to play for. And again, Ashraf struggling, can't get an opportunity. Long pot attempt by Ricky. He's nailed in a few of these throughout the weekend and does another one. What a shot. It's so impressive to see, and with the way things going, Ricky can see the black over the middle pockets. Oh, misses an opportunity there to make the black and carry on with his break. And as to be expected, again, nothing going the way of Ashraf. And you can only commend Ricky not giving anything to Ashraf. Ricky almost reaching the point where he can now really be aggressive.
15 minutes left, gentlemen.
Approaching the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes remaining in the semi-final. Very close. And cue ball in the middle pocket and down. Got close to the right-hand side, off the jaw. And finally, an opportunity for Ashraf. He can't waste any time. He really needs to start potting these balls. He'll give himself just enough angle to finish on the black. That'll give him 8 points. 8 points closer to the difference of 35. Opting to rather take the red to the top right and not the top left as he initially planned. I think it's just easier for him to make sure that he gets onto this black. Makes the red on the black. Now he needs to start thinking on how he's going to start developing the balls that he requires. He does require all the red balls remaining on the table. 2 of them in quite a tough position. He's got the red to the left middle now. Can float the cue ball down to the table to get position on either the black or pink. Gets quite a big bounce. He'll probably opt to go for the pink from here. Needs to figure out how he's going to get onto the 2 remaining reds. Or he needs to put Ricky in a situation where he can really force some fouls because there's no snookers required just yet. You can ask the balls to be spotted again. Goes for a beautiful double. What's the chances here, ladies and gents? 19 points the difference. He's on the black. The red right at the top of the table is the problem though. Makes a beautiful black. Break of 23. Difference now only down to 12. He's going to have to play this red and wait for another opportunity. Can he hide this red? Not well enough. But he has done well to put a bit of pressure now back onto Ricky. But a beautiful shot played by Ricky, hiding the cue ball behind the pink. Ricky has really impressed, and so has so many other players. Throughout this weekend, we saw some newcomers. Wow, makes that yellow, but the wrong ball. And again, chances are as we just have a look to see what Ricky decides to do. Yep, he's asked to have the balls replaced. Yep, Ashraf attempt the snooker escape yet again. Difference is 16. 35 on the table, so more than enough for Ashraf, but he needs to get out of trouble, which he's done. But where has he left that red? Things are just going his way. Oh, cue ball goes down finally. Things turn. What can Ashraf do from here? He really needs to show some skill and wipe out this difference back down to only 12. Down to 10, nudges the green, should be okay to cut it. Needs to make sure that he gets onto the brown. Difference is 7. It's overran position slightly, but he can still get to this brown, which is valued at 4 points. Difference down to only 3. The blue ball, though, is in a tough position. He'll need to play this well to get onto the blue. Ashraf will really need to play well here. Not only making the brown, which he does, he needs to get onto the blue. Don't think he's getting onto the blue. Definitely not. 3 the difference now. What can he do from here? Can he maybe force a foul? Snooker Ricky, no, plays a double. Ashraf Haribai. Just needs to make this pink now. Pink valued at 6 points, which will take the difference to 8, so even potting the black won't help. Can't. Just can't get there. He's lined up the pink to the middle for Ricky. Must say, the level of snooker this weekend has been exceptional. And down, off. Now Ashraf just needs to make this pink. How much time do we have left? 9 minutes. So we'll definitely see a start to frame number 7. If he makes this pink, which he does. And that's it. Ladies and Gentlemen, what a semi-final. What a weekend at the Sal Cup. Absolutely great to see snooker at this level. Ashraf not giving up. 3-all. Cobus Christine now getting the balls back in position. So we're just a few seconds away from getting this frame underway. Ashraf Haribai to break off. Scores are level, 3-all. We have just under 7 minutes left, if my watch is correct. And Ricky will be kicking himself. He had this match in his hands, just could not close his grip. If Ashraf does take it, it's now all about getting on the board as quickly as possible. First opportunity goes to Ashraf with the long red. He can get on the black. Very similar situation as to what we saw in the match, the quarterfinal between Ricky Tregoning and Mutalib Ali. Can Ashraf make this red? He does. He stays on the black. Tables have turned. I said Ashraf just needed one opportunity. He's been given that opportunity. He's on the black as well as the pink. Makes the pink. Ricky will have his heart in his throat looking at this. If he stays seated, there's nothing he can do. Ashraf, another red, impressive shot. Can he hold his nerves? And that is the right choice, not taking any risks, saying, Ricky, pull off something incredible. Five minutes remaining. See the clock there on the referee's table, also in plain view for the spectators and the players. Ashraf again just getting that cue ball back to safety, being assisted by the yellow. There's a red to the left of the cluster. Ricky has no option but to play safe. And how well has that worked out for Ricky? The brown in the way. Anything on the right hand side, blue cutting off everything on the left hand side, and I don't think he can play down the middle. Oh, it looks like he can. How well is this working out for Ashraf? Is the brown in the way enough? Yes, it is. Ricky's not looking at his options there. He's looking at the long red. He needs to pull this off. He needs 9 points and he needs them quickly. And another opportunity for Ashraf now. He can play the red to the top right. Cut that in. Just let the cue ball run around and land on one of the lower ball colors. Doesn't need to score heavily, just needs to keep scoring and prevent Ricky from getting in.
One. Green.
Ashraf on 9 points. Can choose any one of the bulk colors. Plays for the green. Extends his lead on to 12. He's on the red as well. Just wants to stay at the table. Makes the red. Ricky will be devastated. This match was well and truly in his hands. He just could not close his fingers around it and take a full grasp. Ashraf has clawed it back. Ricky really running out of time. Can't waste any time having a look at the balls. He needs to pot more than one ball. He needs to pot at least 4 to get anywhere close to going past the score of Ashraf. And one would say Ashraf has done just enough. What a fight back by Ricky though. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes left. Ashraf having a look. Pot attempt. Under a minute left. Ricky, 4 balls in under a minute. I don't think so. I think this is Ashraf's semi-final. Even if he makes this red, which he has, he needs to play some proper speed pool here. 1 point, can make it 8 now. He does. Cobus Christine is not allowed to be rushed. The referee, he's allowed to take his time, even if time is running out. Wow, wow, wow. Ricky, seconds, and that's not enough. That is time. That is time, ladies and gentlemen. He was on the black. He could have taken it. Ran out of time. Took too long. Wow. And Ashraf Haribai through to the final. Ladies and gents, please excuse me. I need to go and prep for the final. Hull Cup 2022. All of the action, all of the time. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, Hull, Andy Billiards, and My Day.